and welcome back to the channel. Today we are not going to be in the bee yard. We are going to be downstairs in my shop, and we are going to be reviewing and assembling a Bee Castle Beehive. Now I want to make sure that I'll let you know that I did not purchase this. This was mailed out to me so that I could do a review and an assembly video on it, and that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to tell you this, I will give it an honest review. If this thing is a piece of junk, you better believe I'm going to tell you it's a piece of junk. Now, I also have to let you know that the bar is pretty low because with the exception of my flowhive, which I paid a lot of money for and had great fit and finish, the rest of my beehives, minus the bee barns that I built, the rest of my beehives are all seconds from Man Lake or Better Bee. I just buy the cheap ones and I try to make them look nice if I can. So with all that said, let me get my pocket knife, we'll get this thing opened and we'll get started. According to this box, I don't know whether you can see this or not, according to this box, this beehive was made in China. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Okay, so this is interesting. So I'm very confused, and I'll show you why I'm confused. Okay, so the outside of the box says made in China, and this says the United States trustworthy brand. I'll show you that. Maybe it's made in China, but it is a United States trusted brand, and I guess that's okay. I mean, if this is a good hive, it's a good hive. I guess it doesn't matter where it came from. Let's have a look at what we get here. Okay, we have some frames. They look like they're double waxed. Smell like nice double waxed frames. Looks like we have medium and deep. Okay, set those aside. So these look like frames. We'll set those aside. Look like mediums. Entrance reducer, sides of frames, okay, these look like bottoms. What else do we have here? Okay, so my opinion right off the bat, this is pretty nice. This is waxed, fully waxed. A solid bottom board, fully waxed. There's a lot of wax, you can scrape it off, there's so much. Okay. Nice screws. I have to tell you, thus far I'm impressed. Nice pine. All right. We have Bee Castle branded. Now this has been looks like laser etched. Very nice. Very nice. Inner cover. Tin roof. Very nice. Nails and a queen excluder. Okay. All right. Well, what do you think of that? Not so bad so far. This is actually pretty nice. It's even waxed on the inside. Here's something else. I just want to show this to you. Look at those joints. I mean, that is a tight joint. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so far I'm impressed. Let's see how this thing goes together. Okay, so I'm going to put this together. I'm going to set the directions aside, but I tell you what, if you've never put together a bee box before, these may come in handy. I've never seen a beehive ship with directions outside of a flow hive, so this is pretty good. Well, let me show you how I do it. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get your two sides together. You want your sides facing out, basically your handles facing out. Put them together and make sure your handles are also facing up. That way you know you've got the top of the box. Then on the front and the back, you also want to make sure that you have the top of the box because it's going to have a channel in there to receive the beehive frame. Okay, they made it easy for us over there at Bee Castle. They've put their logo on there so we know exactly how it's supposed to go. So the first thing we want to do is we want to set one of our sides down, flip it over so that your handle is facing your workbench. I'm going to grab a rubber mallet. If If you have a standard hammer, you can use that, but I'm going to use a rubber mallet. Something I also wanted to show you really quick, and this is amazing, that this is a nice dovetail joint. This is a very nice joint. Usually you don't see this on bee boxes. Usually it's just a finger joint, but this is a nice dovetail, so I think it's going to keep them together. Now, I'm a guy that usually likes to glue my boxes together. These are waxed boxes, so I'm not going to be able to do that, but I don't think I'm going to have to with a dovetail joint. So you want to line your front up into your side and just push. No mallet necessary. Look at that. Tap for good measure. Wasn't necessary. That's nice. Okay, make sure the top is aligned with the top. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. See if this goes in just as nicely. Look at that. Okay, so our handle on the outside facing the top. We're going to line it up. Ha! Look at that. That is amazing. I mean, that is amazing. Okay, now we want to check for square. Very important step. If you don't have a square, you're just building this at your house and you don't have all the tools, you can use anything that you find that is square in your house. Heck, the side of a DVD case or a CD case, you've got a 90-degree angle in there. Make sure that it's square. That one is dead on. Excellent. I guess what we'll do now is add the screws. Giving us some nice screws here. I'm not going to bore you with a screwdriver. I'm just going to get my drill and we'll move past this area really quick here. Right. One screw right there. I mean, the quality of this hive is amazing. I mean, it's just amazing. Well, I'm going to take a second before I put this thing together. I want to show you a few things. You know what I'm going to do? Let me put one side together first, just to make sure that what I'm telling you is accurate. I believe what I'm telling you is accurate. So I want to show you a few things. First thing I want you to look at are these joints. I mean, those are tight and right. Just tight. That is gorgeous. Another thing, you can't really notice because I've already put the screws in, but let's look at the other side here. All of the screw holes are countersunk. That is beautiful. That way when you put your screws in, they flush mount. No splitting. This is a nice hive. Here you go. You think I'm being paid to say that, but I'm not. I'm showing you everything I can see here. This is a beautiful, beautiful box. This is much better than I expected that it would be. This surprises me. I'm serious. I mean, this is my surprised face. I'm surprised. Really didn't expect it to be this good. Okay. Okay, so here's a flaw. I don't think it's really going to impact the hive at all, but it's still a flaw, so I'm going to show you. Right here, part of the dovetail's broken off. We have more missing part of the dovetail there. But it doesn't go all the way through. I didn't see a piece laying around inside the box, so there you go, and there you have it. I think it'll be okay. I do not think it's going to affect the outcome of this build. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, there's the first box. That's the deep. That's done. We'll go ahead and set that on the bottom board. Like that. There we go. You're going to be some happy bees. Let's go with the medium now. Just going to rush through this really quick. Same process. Just goes together like butter. Now I don't know whether it's the wax making them fit this nicely. I mean, very snug and very easy to put in. I didn't use the hammer. Honestly, I would set it out there right now. Just a couple of screws. Perfectly square. These are well made. All right, put some screws in it. We'll move on to the frames. Okay, I do want to show you this. So if you look right here, and it's hard to see, but there's actually a crack coming up from the side of this dovetail right across the box. Now, once these are screwed in place, it's not going to matter. With all the wax on here, there's no water or weather going to be getting in. And it appears to not go through to the other side, but I just wanted to show you. Make sure fair for one, fair for all, right? We want to make sure we give an honest review. I'm not going to put my credibility on the line and say something's good when it's not. All right, box 2. Perfectly square. Okay, now, standard frame building. Frame building 101. Piece of cake. We're going to build 1 or 2, then I'll just show you the finished hive. Introducer. Okay, frame building 101. You're going to have a top, going to have a bottom, have 2 sides. Now, I could just stick these together and I could just nail them, but I'm a glue guy, so I'm going to glue them. Little dab of glue there. Little dab of glue here. Right like so. That like so. Little dab of glue here. Little dab of glue here. And there you go. Now you may want to, depending on how you like to build frames, you may want to put your foundation in right now. I usually snap it in at the end, but for you new beekeepers, I'm going to go ahead and just show you how to put it in right in the beginning. Here's some of the deep foundation that they've provided, and it's a nice foundation. It's double waxed, smells good. I'm sure the bees are going to like it. I want to drop it down in this groove right here. We'll do it from the back side so you can see. Just like so. And you want to put it in the top groove up here. You have a little chamfer there, a little channel. There you go. There's your frame. Give it a nail or 2. We'll see. We'll just run that away. This is generally not how I do it. I usually do it with my nail gun. I'll probably do the rest with my nail gun, but not everybody has a nail gun. That is 1 frame complete and ready to go in the box. Now it's nail gun time. And that is the last frame. Okay, so let's do the final assembly on this hive. Now, the bottom board, I found this out the hard way. I actually put it together first, put the bottom side up, then the entrance reducer doesn't work. So you flip it over, make sure you have the deep side up. You can put your entrance reducer in, fits perfectly. And what we want to do is put our brood chamber in. Got its frames in there, it looks good. Alright, and then the medium, right there. I guess what we could do is we could put our queen excluder right there. Then our medium, right there. Then our inner cover. The lid. There you have it. That is a beautiful hive. Now I'm going to get the camera and I'm going to move around this hive and let you take a look at it. Okay, so this is what I see. First of all, the joinery on this hive is just amazing. Very tight joints. The screws are all countersunk. Very well built. The wax is so thick on here, you can scrape it off with your finger. So I think this hive is going to stand up to the weather. Now, again, I'm a stain and finish guy, but this is a very nice waxed hive. The joinery is in great shape all the way around. The box is completely square. Entrance reducer fits. Alright, well there you go then of a Bee Castle hive build. Now I tell you what, I was not expecting this hive to be of the quality that this hive is, and I'm not just saying that. I tell you what, if this was a bad product, if this was a bad hive, I would tell you that it's a bad hive. This is a good hive. I'm really impressed with the wax coating. Now I don't run waxed hives. Most of my hives are sanded, stained, and finished, and that's just the way that I like to roll. However, this hive is very, very nice. The wax coating is very thick, and it's going to lend itself well to what I have planned for it, and I'll share that with you some other time. But this hive went together fairly easily. You don't need any tools. Basically a hammer, a screwdriver for the screws, a hammer for the nails. If you don't have a square, you can use a CD case or something like that. You don't need any mallets or anything like that. It goes together so easily. I don't know whether it's because of the wax on there, but it's slipped together and it's a nice tight box. It's beautiful all the way around. Definitely quality. I like the screws in the side that are holding it together. They're all countersunk. They really did not cut any corners on the quality of this hive. I would say that this is built as well as the flowhive when I received it, and that hive cost me $1,000, so there you go. So with all of that said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope if you're a new beekeeper, you might consider this hive to be one that you can purchase. The whole hive, everything you need to house some bees came in one small box. You get 2 of those and you're in good shape. Now I don't know how much it costs. I'll put that information in the description when I find it, but you could do worse. And again, this is coming from a guy who builds his deeps and his mediums out of seconds from Man Lake and Better Bee. So there you go. With all of that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. If you have something to say, by all means, please comment. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, take a moment, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell to be notified of my new content. I try to drop a video every Friday. We try to keep it light and have fun here. So with all that said, be happy, and I will see you next week. Take care.